Just farted. That's great. Still going. Okay. Hello everybody! Today I'm going to talk about HBM, and I'll explain what that is right about, well, now. Okay, so HBM stands for a high bandwidth memory. Now before I get into what exactly that is, I'm going to explain what memory is for a GPU. And actually, to answer the HBM question, it is going to get a little technical, so just bear with me. I'm going to try my best. Alright, so what is memory for a GPU? Memory for a GPU is basically what actually drives the entire video process. So in order for any processing core to actually work, it has to be fed with data. And that data has to be stored somehow, very quickly. So it has to be stored, moved, and then processed. So that's what the memory does. So it takes in information, stores it, so the GPU can then read it. Then the GPU reads it, processes it, decides where it needs to go, and then it goes. That's the point of having memory for your processing core, hence in this case a GPU. Now the process is essentially the same for a CPU. That's for another video. So click the like button if you want me to talk about that. So okay, what's the difference between normal memory and HBM memory? Or yeah. Actually the amount of data that it can actually feed in. I know I said actually twice, but that's what it is. Normal memory kind of has to be spread around the GPU or the processing core to work, because the actual physical size of a GDDR5 memory chip is actually rather large. In building GPU world, large. It's quite large, so it has to be stacked around it for it to work. Now, one of the huge differences between normal memory and HBM memory is that HBM is much smaller. It's like 7 millimeters. It's tiny. And how do they combat that for it to work? Is that HBM memory, you can actually stack onto each other. You can make stacks of it. And most people who understand the technology here is going, whoa, oh my gosh, because that's not a thing you can do with memory or RAM at all. You can't just stack it. You have to either run it in series like it is here, or you have it in completely different sections of things, and you just connect them with connections somehow. So the ability now that we have to actually stack memory into each other to work as one socket or one physical piece is quite amazing. So really that's the major difference, is that it can handle more data being pushed to it for it to be stored and then processed much faster, and in some cases more efficient than a standard thing of GDDR5. Problem with HBM is that it kind of has to have its little companions with it to even match GDDR5, because we've not had any problems with GDDR5 yet. Ever since we made it, it's never been bottlenecked. To put it in perspective, the cool fast GPU cores that just came out, like the 1070 and 1080, still use GDDR5. They still do. Why? Because it's still fast, and we haven't crapped that out yet. So then why did we make HBM? Well, it's a new technology. There you go. That's what, okay. Because there are actually some GPUs out there that use high bandwidth memory and are still getting beaten by the standard GDDR5, which could be, you know, a coding thing. It could be some games not well optimized for it, or programs not well optimized for it. And if HBM becomes this new standard for all of GPUs, then we're gonna have to make the curve for it to work like that. So software developers have to make the code for that. So I think that's all I needed to talk about in this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to talk to me about something, or you just want to say, hey, this is a great video, or tell me I'm doing a good job, or tell me that I sucked, whatever you want to do, please tell me down below so I know how to fix it. And if you liked pretty much all of this and you want to hear more, why don't you hit subscribe so I can continue to do this and you'll never miss a video. And as always, have a fantastic day.